So another short video, you guys. So remember, when you see the pause symbol and there is one like we normally have right before our check for understanding activity, pause, go back, take whatever notes you need to. If you don't need to take notes, go on to the rest of the presentation. Objective, the student will be able to find percentage of a number. This will be done through the percent. The student, let me start that over. The student will be able to find the percentage of a number. This will be done through through a presentation and classroom activity. So this is actually pretty good. For this is like you can use this like if you sign 50% off. How do you find out 50% off of what a sale is, or 20% off, or 25? You can use what I'm teaching right now. So first you got to review to figure out what a percentage the decimal equivalent is. So first, what we need to do after my little review slide finishes going through, we have to find out our percentage. So we have 25%. So this is all review. We had another presentation on this earlier. 25% would be first you take 25. You put the decimal, which is always there, again, earlier presentations. And then what we do is we move it over 2, always 2. So when we move it over 2, it's going to actually be 0.25. So in other words, 25% is going to be the same as 0.25. So the decimal equivalent of 25% is 0.25. So now we want to know what is 25% of 90. So we have already figured out that the decimal equivalent is 0.25. And to figure out what the decimal percentage of 90 is, what 25% of 90 is, we just multiply it. So again, this is a review, so I'm going to go one step by step, and the other one I'm just going to show you guys the answer to. But first, let's color code it to make it easier on you guys. So now that's color coded, we take 9 times 5, which is going to be 0. Sorry, 0 times 5, which is going to be 0. And 0 times 2, which is going to be 0. So we're done with the 0. So now that we're done with the 0, let's cross it out and we put a place filler. Remember, you can put an X or a 0. Some teachers are going to say only zeros, but Mr. Beuthin's class, whatever you guys like, zeros or X's. So next, 9 times 5 is 45. We put the 5 on the bottom and we carry the 4. 9 times 2 it's going to be 18 plus 4 is going to be 22. So now we add the zeros to the 0 column to the 2,250. So we got 2,250 because that's 0 plus 2,250. We move the decimal place to the right 2 times in the top. And since we moved it to the right 2 times in the top, we have to go down to the bottom number, the 2,250, and we move it to the left 2 times. So that's actually going to give us our answer. In a second, it's going to pop up and says, hey, look at, but basically what percentage is, what is 25% of 90 is 22.5. That's all it is, not too complicated. So again, if you have a 25% off sale, like this one, if something is 45% off and it's $25, let's find out how much it would be. So the answers are going to be written out for you completely, step by step. So if you have to pause so you can get your notes. But 0.45 times 25, I did all the work for you. The blue layer is the times 5. The red layer is the times the 2. And we actually got, it would have been 1,125. And then again, we moved the decimal place over to the right on the top. So on the bottom, we move it to the left. So 45% of 25 is 11.25. So, or 11 and 25 hundredths, if you guys want to get technical, but you guys like point better. So here's the chance to pause because I'm going to give you guys a minute where you can do some on your own and see if you can get it right. So I'm waiting for it to catch up to me. So here's a few problems. I'm going to be quiet now. Pause the video, do all 4 problems because it shouldn't take you too long. Then unpause it to see if you guys got the right answer. So a little weird, freaky thing that happened on this is if you actually go back and check, you have the same answer for the first problem as you do as the first problem over here, and that I did not try that. It just came out. That 11.25 was the answer to the first one and this one. So the odds of that were like extremely low, but that's awesome. So here's your 4 answers. Hopefully you guys got them right. To recap, when you're finding out the percentage, the decimal basically, the percentage of a number, you have to first convert it to a decimal. So you convert the percentage to a decimal, and then you take that decimal and you multiply it by your number, and then you get the answer. So that's basically it. It's reused a lot in real life. I'm probably going to make a 1-second math help video for this later to calculate tips and things along those lines, but that will be later down the line. Because today, all you guys should know, the objective, the student will be able to find percentage of a number. This will be done through a presentation and classroom activity. Short one today. Good luck, you guys.